Emboga here, and I'm here representing Nature's Best Kienyeji Plug. We are the best Kienyeji plug in Nairobi, and this is our product. We deal with pre-cooked Kienyeji vegetables. Log in on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your Twitter, and LinkedIn, and search for Nature's Best Green Culture Limited. I'm waiting for the reviews.
Nature's Best came very interestingly. First, it was a period that, let me say, it was a very dark period. I had a girl who was 4 years by then. So at that time, I realized I was expectant. So I lacked, I got to a point I was surviving on ugali and black tea with kids, and you are expectant. There's a time she called me, and then my daughter she's very talkative. My daughter is also very talkative, so they really get along.
The mom doesn't talk a lot actually. She's an introvert. I'm an extrovert, and the daughter is an extrovert. So she was like, okay, I'm tired, you can talk to Auntie Fiona. So when we are talking, she's like, what are you doing? Blah, 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 this and that. And then you could hear she would hint like there's lack. But and she's a very smart girl. She knows how to shoot a question or to say something. So to pose a question to you, so it's for you to think deeply and feel like something is not wrong. She's really, really a very beautiful, smart girl.
So during the conversation, when they were talking, akimaliza akasema, let me send you, wacha nikutumie pesa, 1,000 bob, mom buy you something. And that she really didn't know, but that was a saving grace totally, because we didn't have any money. I knew this is for maybe another cash to come is not going to be easy. What can I buy that would last me some time? So I thought and said, I know the Kienyeji vegetables. So I went and bought some managu, I bought some sagaa, just the Kienyeji vegetables from Udurwa, because I knew this one, at least we will have food for some time. And then I did not want to burden anybody with my issues, now to maybe ask from people around. So that was just our survival. I'm just eating fine. Yes, they're vegetables, but it was okay. I go to the hospital, the baby for the checkup. The baby is perfectly fine because they are very nutritious. They have most of the nutritional benefits, health benefits. So I thought wow, this is something that is this is something nice. So what can we do? What can I do about it? And I thought these vegetables, people like them. What wanapenda? I just made a post on Facebook and asked how many people love conversational, how people love Kienyeji vegetables, and there were a lot of comments. I thought this is a good idea. So I asked her for money. She sent 1,500. Yes. And then I told my mom, I need some vegetables. And with that, she went and she looked, akaniuliza what do you want to do with all these vegetables? I told her, okay, you just wait, but there's something I'm trying to work on and see if it can work out. And she sent. And when she sent, I went and bought the containers, the packaging containers. And then I packed them after preparation, and I got orders.
That time you've not done research, you've not done anything. When it comes to transport, we used to have a challenge of, when it comes to the matatu, it comes when it's already, sometimes it's burnt. Now you can imagine that loss. So sometimes it will burn, half of it will burn, sometimes the whole of it will burn. So you can imagine there's no capital for it. Yeah, so when I came, we started doing the vegetables, they started going and all that. So those kidogo challenges. So we were okay, fine. After the lockdown came, actually, we couldn't access those vegetables from Kisii. So we were okay, let's look for in social media. So we went to social media, we typed and we were looking for farmers. We tried these vegetables in Nairobi, we tried them. So the only challenge that we had is that when the vegetables used to come, they would not stay when you finish the preparation and everything, they can't stay for long in the open air. That is when we realized the huge difference, that is the gap that is there between the Nairobi ones and the one that we are sourcing from the rural areas.
Even clients were getting the different taste, because now most of our clients are people who have they really know the Kienyeji vegetables very well. So we figured out if we continue doing these, it will either clients will leave, or because it is not just going to work out. Actually, we almost thought, really, is this really going to work? Can we go back to,
and actually, we were not, we were like, that craze of business, having a business, and you've not like, the craze of having a business and running it are two totally different things. So we had like different ideas. We were like, anyway, we are going to leave that there. Now we are going to start another different business.
Clients were asking us, Aki, we miss your vegetables. We miss your vegetables. Are you doing it again? So we were like, you're just doing it. Okay, we'll see. We will get back. But in your mind, if a better option comes, we would go for the easier one.
And actually, we are going for that better option more. It's like fate was like pushing us. That is where the gold mine is. And we're like, no. And if you start telling us about the vegetables, we're like, no, we don't want to hear about that. The hard work and everything. We want an office. We want a good business where we are going to come. We are going to the office and do all this stuff, and delegating duties like you do this, you do that. That is not how business is.
August 2020 to June 2021, it was still a period of figuring out. But I think a few months to, like 2 months to, that was about April.
I decided let me go to Kisii and do the research, because now we are going through that issue of transport. I was like, we need these vegetables. And right now we are doing it seriously and we need it in bulk. When we were like, this time when you are doing it, you are going to work with women, but going through different challenges.
We didn't have money, we were broke still. But a friend of hers gave us, like we had to like write a proposal, everything we needed, and gave a budget. It was
50,000 shillings. I went there, we signed like a Kenyan contract. So we're like, we are going to take like 2 sacks to Nairobi. Yeah. So that is when I came back to Nairobi, and now the vegetables like followed me like in the second week. So after that, that is when now the business kicked in. We looked for cheaper options of packaging the vegetables that were okay, because the packaging that we were using before were a bit substandard. We have 9 types of vegetables. We have managu, we have managu terere, we have sagaa mixed with terere, we have kunde, we have mrenda mixed with pumpkin leaves, and we have pumpkin leaves plain and terere plain.
We have clients who go to Qatar, we have clients who have taken the vegetables to Ghana, to Nigeria, to Abidjan. We have people who have gone to the US with them, like actually let me say all over.
When you visit our page, Nature's Best Agriculture Limited, you can see there are very many different ways of how to cook and present these vegetables. There are very many ingredients that you can incorporate to bring a different or a desired taste. Or sometimes maybe kids might not want to eat it when it's a bit bitter, so you can use cream, you can use milk, many ingredients. When it comes to cooking, it's a broad spectrum, something that it's endless.
During the processing of these vegetables, we are also working with vulnerable women from the slum. Yeah, specifically Mukuru-Kayaba slums. Yeah, now the young single mothers and people who have gone through GBV, the GBV survivors. We are working towards looking for distributors whom we can work with. As a social enterprise, we are looking for people who we can partner together, whom we can collaborate, people who can, because we're not just working in it for profits alone. This is a whole chain of different people benefiting, and the more we can go, the more people will benefit.